Hello, Jason Morgan at Guitar Solo Dojo. I had a request to break down the solo for Wait by White Lion, the awesome player from the 80s, Vito Bratta. Now this solo is put out there a lot of different ways, and you'll see a lot of great players covering it, and they all sound good. So I'm going to touch on some things maybe some other people haven't. Some of the really basic yet crucial techniques that he uses in this are tapping, of course, the slides on the tapping, and then the tap harmonics. And so it starts with this cool little... And when you do this little first bend that you do, a lot of people will think that you have to go and bend with that right hand. You don't. You just bend with the left hand. So, and it works great. And then that tap finger just slides on up to the 21st fret. Next key part there is not so much the notes, but when you hit the notes. So this little run, this little part lands on, or starts on 2. Next part here, it starts on the and of 3. And it goes right into that cool tap harmonic, which is just 12 frets above the fretted notes. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 tap. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. Really, really important to get a nice snap out of that right hand to make that tap harmonic ring out. Next phrase also starts on the end of 3, so it's 1 and 2 and 3. Really critical on that part. Instead of just doing this sort of drunken sounding bend, you want to make it sound like 3 distinct notes to keep it steadily on the rhythm, right? So and this really cool little part that we can break down rhythmically, but it might be better just to get it by feel. Next part. We'll stop it at that point. If you just get used to humming out the rhythm, da 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 da. That's our rhythm of it. Da 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 da. So we get this. And that last little bit, once again, he gets his tap harmonic right at the end of it. This time it's only 5 frets removed from the fretted note, which we're holding down the 9th fret on the G. Going right in that tap harmonic. And the closer they are together, the more difficult they are to get to ring out. So you need some serious gain, and you need to hit that sucker really hard. So we got... What? Kind of forgetting the part. Now this next part is the one I really wanted to focus on. That part you can see in the transcription, the first 2 phrases here, that's anticipated, so it comes out on the end, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Same thing with that one, also on the end, so it's. That one finishes all the way through, and the last riff starts on the 1, right on the downbeat instead of the upbeat, so it's not anticipated. But a couple things. If you listen to the live, it sounds a little more legato, or listen to the recording. When you hear his live versions, you hear a lot of picking going on. I like the way it sounds when you pick it. Choose what you want to do. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. So the only thing is this last note of this one. I would recommend pulling off to that, because it sets you up to play the next lick, the very last lick of the solo, a little bit cleaner. Now I do it a little bit different probably than pretty much everybody. So when I see it, it's this lick here. And you can't really tell exactly how he's picking it from most of the live videos that I found. There's a few ways you could do it. You could go up, up, down. You can go up, 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 and just do a three note sweep and then jump back to the high E string really quick. I don't like any of those ways. I do a little hybrid picking thing because I've spent so much time playing that kind of stuff. I'm going to use my ring finger to hit the high E string and my middle finger to hit the B string, and then the pick to hit the G string. So it sounds like this. And that, for me, is the cleanest way to get it. And I think that's, in the end, the most important thing. So we got this. Anyway, some unconventional way to play that last lick, but I think if you work at it, even if you're not accustomed to that, you'll be able to get it down. And I think as far as a live performance especially, you'll be able to make it sound a lot cleaner than any of the other methods. So enjoy, have a good time.